How do you tell someone how to walk from school to the metro? How far apart are they? Looking on the map, I can see that the school and the metro are pretty far apart, but knowing that doesn't tell me how to get from one to the other, and it also doesn't tell me exactly the distance between the two. In this lesson, you will learn how to find distances between points in space by counting the movement on a coordinate plane. Let's review. The location of a point is given as an ordered pair x, y. To plot a point, you move on the x-axis the distance of the first coordinate, and then on the y-axis the distance of the second coordinate. So to plot the location of the grocery store at 6-4, I would first travel right 6 spaces on the x-axis, and then I would move up 4 spaces on the y-axis from where I ended at the x-axis to put the grocery store at 6-4. The same process for plotting points applies to reading points and locating points. So if the playground is at the green circle and I want to tell someone where it's located, I need to use the same convention of x, then y. The playground lines up with the 3 on the x-axis and the 5 on the y-axis, so I will name the point with the ordered pair 3, 5 in the format of x, then y. Because the coordinate plane shows objects in space, movement on the coordinate plane is directly tied to the cardinal directions. To tell how to get from one place to the next, you first have to know what direction you're going. The cardinal directions are the standard directions you've heard before: north, south, east, and west. To remember them in the proper order, I like to think of the phrase, "never eat soggy waffles," going around in a circle from north. Sometimes a map will only show which way is north, which is why this phrase is so helpful. So let's say that I wanted to tell someone how to get from school to the playground. To tell how far it is, I need to count the units of movement, or blocks since this is a map. I also need to know what direction to go when I move. I notice that the playground is to the right of school, so first someone will need to travel to the right, or east. It takes someone 1, 2, 3 blocks to be even with the playground, or at the same x coordinate. So first someone would have to travel 3 blocks east. I also notice that the playground is down from the school, or south. From where I ended before, the playground is only 1 block down, or 1 block south. So to get from the school to the playground, someone would have to travel east 3 blocks and south 1 block. A common mistake is that sometimes you might forget and go too far. When describing how to get from one point to the other, like school to playground, paying attention is really important because it's tempting just to keep moving without doing so, and then you won't find where the points line up. So in this example, I might have walked 4 blocks to the east, and then when I go south 1 block to the playground, I realize that I don't line up, and I have to go back 1 block west. And this is not the shortest way to get to the playground, so it doesn't accurately tell me or tell anyone the distance between the two. Let's do another one. Let's say, how far is it from the pharmacy to the grocery store? And I notice that the grocery store is to the left of the pharmacy, so first someone needs to travel west or left. It takes someone 1, 2, 3 blocks to be even with the grocery store, or at that same x coordinate. So first someone has to travel west 3 blocks. The grocery store is up from the pharmacy, or north. And from where I ended before, it is up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So I would say that I would also go 4 blocks north. So to get from the pharmacy to the grocery store, someone would have to travel west 3 blocks and then north 4 blocks for a total of 7 blocks. Let's return to our opening question. How would I tell someone to walk from the school to the metro? How far apart are they? You know now that in order to find the distance between two objects, you have to count the movement between each point. So from school to the metro, I have to go right and down. First, I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 units right, or 4 blocks east. And then I need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, or 5 blocks south. Walking east 4 blocks and south 5 blocks is a total distance of 9 blocks, because 4 plus 5 equals 9. In this lesson, you have learned how to find distances between points in space by counting the movement on a coordinate plane.